Records. Fuck my butt with records. Stevie Nicks.
Records. I'm pulling my nuts out. Hello and welcome to RECIDS, where we review records. This week we're reviewing 24 Karat Gold Songs for the Vault by Fleetwood Mac and famed songwriter Stevie Nicks. These are songs that she wrote throughout her career, and has re-recorded them and re-released them in 2014 on Reprise Records, and we're talking about it.
Yes, we are. We're talking about this fantastic album that just came out by Stevie Nicks. It just came out 2015. It's
14.
I have no idea when it came out.
It's I like it. Like, I'll just preface by saying that I'm a huge Fleetwood Mac fan and a huge Stevie Nicks fan.
Well, this isn't Fleetwood Mac.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I also love Stevie Nicks, so I'm already biased. Like, if she could, like, shit on a vinyl and I would buy it. Well,
which is essentially what she did here. Just kidding.
There are 14 tracks on the regular version. The first song is Starshine. Ooh, you used to be silver.
I have it down as Sunshine because when I originally heard the song, I thought it was Sunshine.
Yeah, it's Starshine. I thought it was catchy. It had a nice organ solo, but really wasn't that great. But I still gave it a point.
Yeah, it's boring, but it does include the organ, which I like. And I listened to it a few other times, and it was still boring, but the organ was still nice. So I guess that's just a fancy way of saying I give it a point.
Neat. Next is The Dealer. You gotta know when to fold.
It's not even the game.
I know. Know when to fold 'em. Know when to fold 'em.
Know when to pass 'em out.
Know when to fold 'em. Know when to pass 'em out.
Know how to shuffle.
I didn't give it a point. I said it was boring. Some songs with Stevie Nicks, because she's so old and she's had a lot of nasal, like, she was already nasally, like, in the 70s
from the cocaine.
Yeah, now it's like even from the cocaine and the age, like, she's already, like, her vocal range has dropped a lot. So this is just one of the songs that she just I didn't think she sounded really good on, so I didn't give it a point.
I wrote down that it was boring and ugly. This
is the most notes I've taken for records so far, so I was pretty opinionated on most of it. But yeah, The Dealer, no point.
Nope. Yeah, no point for The Dealer. It was boring.
Next is Mabel Normand, which I said was more story than singing because it was very much, it was almost like a spoken word poem with music in the background, because she's very, like, one note. It's like, Mabel Normand, I still give it a point because I enjoyed the story of it. I just kind of enjoyed the song, but I think it's definitely an acquired taste. Like, if I didn't like Stevie Nicks, I would not give it a point, but I did. I gave it a point.
Well, my original note on this song, I could not change it because it just summed it up perfectly. Boring, repetitive, uninspired chord progression, 4/4 times slow tempo, cookie cutter, drum loop bad. No point.
The next song is Blue Water. And I was not going to give this song a point for most of it. But then for some reason there was just a big pause in the middle. And then it started again, and I loved it.
I said you did that. You did the pause.
Yeah.
That's what she did in the song.
And for some reason, it just hit me. And I know that there's a musical term for it, and I can see it. It's railroads. Well, it's not railroads, but it's... And I can see it.
Lines.
Yeah, I can see it. I know what it is. You put it up here, and then it's like you just hold it as long as you want. It's not a fermata. It's just it's railroads. And I can't think of what it is, but it made the song... It gave the song... an extra thing to it, and apparently she has a version with Lady Antebellum, but I still gave it a point.
And Lady Antebellum is disgusting. She's a freaking monster.
I think you're thinking of Sugarland.
No, I'm definitely thinking of Lady Antebellum.
But it's like 3 people.
I don't know who the fuck I'm thinking of then.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't like Lady Antebellum. And I also wrote that Stevie Nicks was literally drunk or high on cannabis, probably both while recording this. Because she said,
It's not that bad.
She's so drunk. Or high on cannabis, probably both.
Yeah, she was it was very, like lazily sung. I still give it a point.
She's high on marijuana, and I don't condone drug use. NSA, no point.
Next is Cat House Blues, which is the shortest song on the album. It's so cheesy. I mean, I think that's the point, but that's not what I come to know from Stevie Nicks. It was very like Cat House Blues. It was like a speakeasy. It was like something they would play in a speakeasy, and I didn't like it, and I did not give it a point. I think she sounded bad on it. Like I mean, like it's easy for Stevie Nicks to sound bad, and that like I love Stevie Nicks, but some songs are just not for her, and I know she wrote this. But I hated it. No point.
It's weird because I originally wrote down it was catchy but ugly cheesy. But I gave it a point because it grew on me.
Huh.
I don't know why. I was like, this doesn't suck as bad as the other songs.
That's shocking.
Yeah. I didn't think it was that bad.
Next, so you gave it a point?
Yeah, I gave it a point. Ding, ding, ding.
Next is 24 Karat Gold, the title track. I wrote down that it was interesting. And I gave it a point.
That's it?
Yeah. I liked the...
That doesn't sound like a compliment.
Yeah, interesting.
Interesting.
I liked the chains, like, a change, like, in the chorus. I liked the chorus. I just thought it was an interesting song. I give it a point. It's not one that I'm, like, thrilled about. Like, I probably won't listen to it again, but I just thought it was, it was a good song.
It was very boring, stupid, like, the problem with this album is the terrible instrumentals. They're so boring. So uninspired. At this point in the album, I was so bored. I had no point.
Aww.
Next is Hard Advice. Probably my favorite song on the album. It's... First of all, we should mention that this song also starts with the recurring motif throughout the album.
If that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
I like how you described it. Accidentally unoriginal.
I think it's a motif. I don't think it's like accidentally unoriginal because
I think it's accidentally unoriginal.
Because like 3 songs on the album start out with the same sort of like ding dong. It's like the same.
It's like an acoustic, like fucking boring.
Yeah.
Guitar intro.
So this is one of the songs, but she is singing about a conversation that she had with Tom Petty, of all people.
Tom Petty?
Yeah, she's singing about a conversation that she had with Tom Petty, where Tom Petty pretty much told her, like, to get over Lindsey Buckingham. So she wrote this in, like, the 70s or the 80s.
This is fucking random.
Yeah, because they're friends.
Oh.
Sometimes he's my best friend. I have not stopped listening to this song. I related very much to the lyrics, where, she's pretty much saying, like, you have to get over this, like, stop doing things that are going to make you sad. Like, just the other night I was laying in bed, and I got on Instagram and looked up all the people from Chicago who ruined my entire life. And literally, she's, like, in the song she mentions that she can't go into music stores without seeing or hearing of Lindsey Buckingham and Fleetwood Mac. Like, his music's everywhere. They were supremely popular. And I imagine that was hard for her, being in love with him and not being able to be with him. And so she's singing, she says, like, Tom Petty pretty much told her, like, stay out of music stores. Like, don't buy that doll. Like, don't do this.
It's so random that Tom Petty did this.
And, she's saying, like, don't do this. Like, you have to get over it. Like, stop going into music stores because it's going to make you sad. Stop, I gave it a point. I love this song.
I don't care about Fleetwood Mac drama or Stevie Nicks drama, so.
It wasn't just that. I also wrote down, I related, she says, but the sound of his voice, while it follows me down, which reminded me of Silver Springs, which is my favorite Fleetwood Mac song, where she sings, I'll follow you down till the sound of my voice will haunt you. It's not just, even if I didn't know the backstory of, like, why she was singing this, it was still a song that I connected with. Just the lyrics, I just connected with it. Been there, done that, Stevie. And when I listen to it, I just feel like she's, like, giving me some hot advice, so that's why I give it a point.
No point.
Aww.
Next is Lady, which was a promotional single. It's a long song.
It's not about Lady Bird
Johnson, no.
Lady Bird Johnson, no.
Or the dog.
The dog Lady Bird.
It's repetitive, but in a good way. I love this song. Like, this was the one song that, like, made me buy this album because I liked it a lot.
Really, you think?
Yeah, it's very repetitive, but she's saying, like, you have these recurring thoughts of, like, and I wonder what is to become of me. I'm tired of knocking on doors and there's nobody there. Like, I'm tired of going to these lengths to further my career and further my life, and no one's there to help me. And she's tired of it. She's thinking, what is to become of me? And then a friend tells her, like, you don't need to know. I just like it. I think it's a good song. I think I think her voice sounds good. I think it's one of the best songs on the album that fits her voice well. So I gave it a point.
I thought it was one of the worst songs on the album. I'm so critical of things.
What did you write down?
I just wrote
So no point.
No point. No, I thought it was boring.
Oh.
Next is I Don't Care, which is the longest song on the album.
Has a Stairway to Heaven intro.
Yeah, it immediately was very unexpected, like, rock and roll feel, because the rest of the album is very mellow. I mean, there are a few songs like, but they're later, like Bellflower and I Don't Care, are really the only two songs that have, like, that, like, very, not rough, but, you know, very rock and roll, like, foot tapping kind of feel.
Yeah, I wrote that it was the only song with a good instrumental.
Yeah. And I also wrote down, let me follow this line. Where is it? Oh, I gave it a point, but more for the sad, where she like immediately takes back the whole song. She's like, I don't care what it wants from my pussy. I don't care. I don't know what the lyrics are, but then she says, then it's like slows down, and she's like, I'm just lying, I do care. And I thought it was so funny, but like, and it ended up like getting me, not emotionally or at all, but I was not going to give it a point until I heard these like slower parts, and then those turn into she turns it like rough, like I do care that you love me.
Progressive.
I liked it. I gave it a point.
Yeah, it's a point. I get a point.
You didn't want to say anything else?
No, you pretty much summed it up. They had natural harmonics, which was nice.
All the Beautiful Worlds is next. I wrote down that it was a nice 80s synthesizer, but I hate this song. So ugly. She does a call and response with her background singers. She's sang with the same background singers on all of her solo albums. It's like two women. She fucking loves them.
Aretha Franklin?
No, but she loves these two solo, or her two backing singers, and they've been with her on every album. Like, they're just known for being Stevie Nicks background singers. But this is bad. It's literally like
that song's awful.
It's literally like she sings something, they sing something in response. She sings something, they sing something in response. It's very elementary, and I hate it. It's dreadful, and I did not give it a point.
Dreadful.
Oh.
I did that just so.
Yeah, I did too.
No point. Yeah, no point. No, not at all.
Next is Bellflower. One of the best songs on the album, in my opinion.
It's not Bellflower.
What's Bellfleur, but that's how she says it in the song.
Yeah, it pisses me off.
It has a very long intro. I used to make fun of this song when I heard it for the first time, because it just had it's like a minute intro. It's very long, but I put that it had good lyrics and a melody, and it's catchy. I like the melody of it, and it's just a catchy fucking song.
Yeah, I originally wrote down boring, 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 boring instrumental. What the fuck, boring? Kill me, my fucking God, Christ, my God, murder me, Satan. Please say flute, not flower, Christ. But I give it a point.
It grew on you?
Yeah.
It's a good song. I'm so happy.
I literally only gave it a point because it's French.
Oh.
That was not. I mean, I didn't hate it.
Next.
It's still kind of boring. It's not the worst song on the album, though.
Yeah.
That was like my criteria for giving things points.
Yeah.
Not being the worst song on the album.
The next song is If You Were My Love, which has the same motif as the other, as one of the three with the motif. And did I write a note about this? No, I didn't.
I just wrote boring.
I just wrote same motif and gave it a point. I liked it. I mean, there's not really much to say about it.
Now for the worst song, I didn't get a point, by the way. The worst song's Carousel.
Carousel, which is written by Vanessa Carlton, of making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and I'm homebound fame. I gave it a point. I originally didn't give it a point, but I went back and gave it a point just because I liked it, I guess. It's not one that I would probably ever listen to again, so I probably shouldn't have given it a point, but I did.
I was sick of hearing acoustic guitar.
And then fuck with like 5Ks.
Oh.
Yeah, originally when I heard this, I was bored as fuck.
Yeah. It's a little over an hour.
I had to force myself to listen to this again. I hated it.
So no point.
Yeah, Carousel's the worst song on the fucking album. It was dreadful.
Then the final song is She Loves Him Still, which is a slow ballad with some random Celtic flute. Reminiscent of the Hawk.
Exactly.
But I did like it. I think it closed out the album well. It was kind of like what you've come to expect from Stevie Nicks, like slow ballads, essentially. I guess it's not really what you're, like Landslide, Silver Springs, Sarah, you know. And so I gave it a point. I think it closed out the album well, and it's a good song.
Time guesses about you, but you don't. What song is that?
Silver Springs.
It's better than this one.
Well, yeah, for sure. Did you give it a point?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Oh.
So now I don't know how many points you gave it. So that was our review of 24 Karat Gold. I gave it 11. RJ gave it 4, which added up is a 15 out of 28 or a 54%.
It's not terrible,
Yeah.
but it's not good.
Yeah, it's considering most of our albums we are completely polarized on. Like I was pretty happy with your review of this. 4 points was a lot more than I thought you were gonna give it. Let's do packaging. So this is 24 Karat Gold Songs for the Vault by Stevie Nicks. You got an older picture of Stevie Nicks here. Because that's pretty much the whole theme of the album is old.
She doesn't want people to know she's an old-ass bitch.
Well, I don't know about that. On the inside, you got a nice gatefold of all these.
Ugly.
Yeah, well, it's like an old photo album.
Is that Lindsey Buckingham?
I don't know. I don't know what you're looking at.
Right there.
No, that's not Lindsey.
Isn't
Buckingham.
Lindsey Buckingham the drummer?
No, that's Mick Fleetwood. But even then, I don't think that's who that
Who
is.
the fuck is Lindsey Buckingham?
I don't know. Let me see. He's got to be on here. Let me see. Lindsey Buckingham is the male lead singer / guitar singer.
Is he the one time cast some spat on?
No, he's the
you?
one that sings like
Those ugly songs.
You can go your own way. Like you can go your
That's a guy?
own way, go your own way. So yeah, it's just
It's kind
it's a lot of pictures from her life. And then on the back you got a track listing. It's on 4 sides.
She looks attractive there.
Yeah, it's like an older photo of her
It's like 80s.
with production credits. It's on black vinyl.
What's with the Arabic font?
I don't know. And then you got a lyrics sheet with more photos of
That
her.
looks like Avril Lavigne.
Maybe. With just more
Avril?
artistic photos.
Who is that? That's not her.
That's Stevie Nicks.
The more you learn.
Next week. So that does it for this episode of RECIDS. 24 Karat Gold gets 54%. Goes back in my RECIDS vault. Next week we're
We're reviewing Magna Carta Cartel, Good Morning Restrained.
And it's just a digital album.
Yeah, we don't have the copy of it. I don't know how to get a copy of it.
Yeah, I honestly I don't know. Bye! RECIDS!
My butt.
RECIDS!
Fuck it hard.
Ella le gusta la gasolina.